Tell me, what was that like for you coming from, the corporate background?
Yeah, so very interesting. I came from a very intense corporate background. No frills, no BS, if you will. Very strict training. Didn't really care about your opinion. You just hit your number kind of thing. So then I came into the family business and I had two coaches. So I had the traditional coach, which you're talking about, fantastic mentor, leader, and now friend of mine who helped advise me on all the business stuff. But then my second coach, which was also my dad's executive coach, who we're referencing, this emotional coach, if you will,
Got it.
who's also become a great friend now. It was interesting, but I to be honest, I was open to it and I really, really respected him and liked him. He had been very successful here in Silicon Valley, sold his company, and basically realized, it was very lonely at the top, and he dedicated his career, or the second part of his career, to coaching executives. So to be honest, I felt very honored that he wanted to work with me.
Nice.
And I would say that my dad and I have been able to work together. Probably he's a large part of it. And why we have a much different relationship than my dad and grandpa. Obviously, father son, we're father daughter. So the dynamics are a little bit different. My dad's a girl dad. So he's got three girls. He's a totally different character than his father in that regard. But we are both similar in the sense that we are very stubborn, we're very passionate, we're very high energy. So we had to learn, which I learned through Nader, our coach, executive coach, like how to set ourselves up to have successful conversations and navigate conflict. And that I think is really why we've been able to work together for so long. Obviously, our personal relationship helps. I think the emotional piece was really, really critical and honestly great for me just as an executive dealing with my peers too, because you're always going to come across different personality types and people are going to work differently. Interestingly enough, he brought to us this, what he calls a disc assessment.
Sure.
And we all got birds, which we put on our computers or like in our working space so we could understand this is the type of bird I am, and here's the type of a bird you are. And we literally had this book that was like, okay, if I'm going to successfully work with this person, here's how I have to approach them. And that exercise in itself was just life-changing for me because I feel like ever since I acquired that skill, I've been able to get what I want done quicker and in a more positive way with whoever I'm, working with, not just at work, but in life in general.